Let me see. Number 363. Wow. Grab a pen for a POI. Sting. Welcome. Welcome to the greatest show on earth. No, this is not the greatest show on earth, but this is your solution live on a Sunday night. This is Coach Santos here. Coach Santos, Stockton, California, on the road again. And tonight's episode, we're going to be here live. I'm going to do my very best without any distractions here in front of me. So welcome. Welcome. We're going to take on the topic of how to win. This is EP number 395. So you can get in, right? Buckle up. You can put your seatbelt on nice and tight. Either click it or tick it. No, I'm just kidding. That doesn't go here. But anyways, I'm inviting you to join me here if you're a gambler. If you are not a gambler, let me see. If you're a gambler or you're a troubled gambler, you're a non-gambler, or you just want to be a supporter to the community, I'm inviting you, Coach Santos, here to join with me tonight as we take on this topic. We've got a proverb. Yes, we've got a proverb. I am not yard streaming tonight because I'm not at home, but I'm not going to let down the community either. Just because we go through stuff in life, just because you go through shit in life. Let me see. You can call it shit. Um, I hope I'm not muted. I hope you can hear me on the other side. I think you can. Should be good, right? Uh, well, I don't know. Unless someone tells me. So, anyways, this is episode number 395. So, and we're gonna take on this topic of how to win. Yet we are living in a very difficult time. Bane, Baneful Bunker. Have a good day and night. Yes, I will. Even all by myself. Anyhow, I'm committed to the community at least to as much as I can be, you know, um, to support those of you that are struggling with gambling, especially those of you that truly you want to walk away from gambling. You want to really turn your back on gambling. That's who I'm really here for tonight. Anyhow, thank you for joining me. I see some of you that are here. Wow. I didn't know if Jim or Raymond was going to be here, but I see Linnell. I see Linnell. Who else do I see? I see Baneful. Hello. Soy Ragetina. Woo. There we go. Hi, Laura. Anyways, we're live here. This is episode number 395 right here. See, I got my notes. All right, I'm not in the studio, so don't bust my chops. By the way, if you like the video, if you like the content, if you feel like I'm supporting you in some way and you feel like this is a good support community for gamblers to come and hang out and get strong and defeat the enemy and overcome the lie and optimize the brain and become more optimized up here in the subconscious, because folks, we're just evil. We are just evil. Hi, Mark. GQ the other day. I don't know. Maybe I'm just all by myself. I feel evil at times. I don't want to be evil, right? I don't want to be evil. I don't think anybody wants to be evil. By nature, if I'm not careful, I can put myself in an environment. Does anybody know what I'm talking about here? If I put myself in the wrong environment, if you put yourself in the wrong environment, let let me ask you this. The topic is about winning, right? I don't know, maybe you're interested in winning on the other side. What does a win mean to you? I'm not talking about winning, 5 grand on the slot machine either. Okay? So don't bust my chops because gambling is a BFL. Anyways, this is Your Solution Live number 395, I believe. You're with me? And we're talking about how to win. I'm not going to be here that long. And the proverb that I have that I want to share with those of you is St. John 3:16. It goes something like this: For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. This is the proverb for the day. St. John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. And whosoever believes on him shall not perish. I believe it goes like that. He who doesn't believe is condemned. Now, how do we believe? Can we just turn it on? I don't think so. I believe God has to give us grace. And I don't know about you on the other side, but I really need God's grace every day. I really do. I don't say that jokingly. I say it as a reality. I don't know where I would be if it wasn't for God's grace. It probably would not be here. It probably would not be here. All right, so we got through the proverb. We've got about another 10 minutes of the episode. The number one key thing that we need to remember on if you truly want to win, listen, you're going to go through the storms of life. Man, there's going to be times where you're going to feel like you're in the ocean, swimming or drowning by yourself. You may feel like that, like you're in an ocean. You might feel like you're going through a storm. You might feel like your foundation underneath your feet, it's shaking, right? And you're kind of wondering, man, what's going on? You feel like there's an earthquake going on underneath your feet. Who knows what you're going through? We're all going through all kinds of different types of shit. Everybody is. And it's very easy to try to run to something, right? It's a lot harder to stay on a video like this and watch 20 or 30 minutes. It's difficult for some folks. And yet this is exactly what we need. We need to brainstorm and energize because man, you'll get sucked up. The world, how do we get sucked up out there? We get sucked up through people too. People will do things. Maybe they're not going to do it to you directly, right? They're not going to People are not just going to pull a sword. Well, somebody might. Somebody might try to chop you in two if you go to the wrong place. Generally, that's not just, you know, it's like, yet we get in relationships with people, whether it's business, whether it's a friendship, or whether it's relationships. We get involved in these relationships and they can go sour. They can go very sour at times, and they can cause us to do some really squirrely things, man. Do you know what I'm talking about? Where if you don't stop and think and you do that squirrely thing, oh boy, that one might cost you, right? It might cost you big. Grace. We need grace. May the Lord have grace upon you. May the Lord have grace upon me. We don't even know if we're going to make it till tomorrow. How do we know? We don't know. We don't know. Cheers. Number two. Number two. Humility. You gotta walk in humility. What does that mean? That means that our we have to know who we're you have to know who you're negotiating with. Sometimes you negotiate with people and people turn around and they stab you right in the middle of your back. You've never had somebody stab you right in the middle. You never had somebody really show up with a knife and stab you in the back, right? People are doing that. I said this earlier. But people will do this to you. If you're not careful, if you're a person, you're a nice person, you're super nice person. You're nice. Sometimes you can be too nice. And then things go wrong. We take the blame. I knew this person. I know this person personally. This person got involved with another individual. This person was a female. The female got involved with a male. And I don't know how they came up with this idea. I don't know what inspired this couple. Okay? As a matter of fact, they happen to be family to me. They happen to be family. Okay? This is why I can tell you this. They decided, somebody influenced somebody. They decided on attacking a postal worker. Here's a female, young, probably in maybe in the 20s or so, in mid early 20s. Here's a young man. They attack a postal worker and it went sour. They end up taking his life. They go to jail. They got out recently. They both got out. One got out a few years ahead of the other one. The female paid the bigger price. Okay, which the female happens to be a cousin of mine. And it just goes to show you that you get in situations, and I mean, well, Santos, stuff like that doesn't have stuff like that happens every day. We have to know, we have to understand who we're associating, we have to understand who we're communicating with, because what happens, we get a bad situation, next you know, we go squirrely. You know what, I'm going to go to the casino, I'm going to go smoke some cocaine, or I'm going to go drink at the bar, I'm going to go, you know what, I'm going to go spend a bunch of money on a bunch of women, whatever it is that the rich people have. Most of the people that have money, they do this, they run, and there's problems on top of problems on top of problems, and gamblers get caught in the middle of it, right down in the middle of it, folks. You know it, I've been down there too. I got that memorized. Softball. Hey, Street Fighter, gambling. Laura says, Street Fighter, I'm also battling gambling. We're all battling gambling. The good thing is that you're stronger than the gamble. You are stronger than the gamble if when you start realizing it. Only when you start realizing it, because the gamble is the gamble. The gamble is not a person. It's just an experience. The gamble is not, it's not even a thing. It's like I don't know, it's like a vapor, right? It's here and then gone. A thing could be like a gas pump or a truck, right? So gambling is an experience. And when you are bigger, you'll always be bigger than the experience. Folks, you'll always be bigger than the gamble. Even, you know what, even if you shoot a needle in your arm, you can shoot a needle in your arm, an evil thing too, right? It's all evil. You're still bigger. You're still bigger than that. The problem is that this thing has you convinced somehow, this needle, right? The dark stuff. I know, I've experimented with all that shit too. They put you to sleep in the hallways, in the apartment buildings, in the ghettos. I've been through that too. I've seen some of the most. Anyways, we have control. The problem is that it's gotten out of control, And so we believe a lie. We believe the lie. It's a BFL, right? Like I always say, gambling is a BFL. What is a BFL? Well, you can put that's a synonym to put, or an anonym or synonym. You can add the words there, right? To me, it's just a big fucking lie, is what it is. Gambling doesn't really have any substance. It doesn't have any real value. Gambling is if you have money, then you don't have to worry about it. You don't. You still have to worry about problems, but if you've got money and you can gamble and keep gambling and keep gambling, the problems that you're going to have is from people around you that don't have money, or family members, etc., etc. People will you when people see you as a gambler, people see you as a gambler. What is a gambler? How do people react to gamblers when they see gamblers? If you got a lot of money and you can gamble, then you're going to gamble. You're probably going to gamble your gamble away. You're probably going to gamble your gamble away, right? Because you'll always have money. But people, relationships, anyways, humility. Okay, we talked about humility. I got to get on this. Humility is number 2. If you don't learn to walk in humility, you're not going to learn anything. You That's it. I know it all. I don't need somebody. I don't need this to remind. I just know everything. Well, then you're going to keep falling and falling. If you're rich people, I don't think rich people like to be stupid, or do they? Well, yeah. Some rich people are very stupid because they make poor choices. It's not that they're stupid, they just make poor choices, I guess. I shouldn't call rich people stupid. That's wrong. Forgive me, Lord. Anyways, I feel rich and I call myself uh but I recognize that I'm bigger than all of these things, and these things are not. Well, what is anything bigger in your life? Do you struggle, Santos, with certain challenges? Yeah, there's things that appear to be bigger, but eventually you grow and you overcome, right? Sometimes it takes 1 or 2 times to practice something to break through. Sometimes it just doesn't happen the one time, like my friend Eric when he decided to quit cold turkey smoking cigarettes. It took a decision for him. He did it one time and that was it, man. Eric could do it. When it came to cigarettes with me, it took me a little bit. Cigarettes and stuff like that. Alcohol. Wow. Somebody's got a headbanger going on. Anyways, we're not going to be here too much longer. We've got a few minutes. So we've got grace, humility. These are the steps to win, folks. And um, number 3 is to belong somewhere, belong to a community, belong to a program, belong to a website, belong to an app, belong to a letter, belong to a book, belong to a person that you can trust in, somebody that you can believe in, and somebody that can help you. Don't fall for all these bullshit people out there, con people, liars, people that they'll step on you, especially when you're down, man. They don't give a shit about you. They'll step on you when you're down in life. And that's how some people are out there. And that aggravates you because you get around that kind of stuff and then you want to go gamble. Stuff like that makes you want to gamble. You're going to be stronger than that. All right, we got one more and then we got a call to action. And that's it, man. By the way, you know, I'm reading from my journal. Where's your journal? Where where is your journal? Now the teacher's coming out of me. No, I'm just joking. Don't bust my chops. You know how old this one is? Out of all the journals that I've kept, this one goes all the way back to 2017. 2017, folks. And the pages are full in this journal. Look at this. It's full. I can read you things that I wrote to myself, and it helps me and it helps other people too. That's why some journals, it's important to keep them. See? Star Wars. I remember I bought this and I thought, man, isn't that the neatest thing? Kind of a fake leather, and then I thought, this is going to be my next journal. And I've held on to this thing, man. I just, look at this. When I was reading about neuroplasticity, what the heck is neuroplasticity? Mirror talk, self-talk, subliminal messaging, uh, binaural beats, repetitive writing, affirmations, record you speaking to you in a future state and listening to it as much as possible. Mornings and late night before bed. Get into the habit of positive mirror talks. Motivate yourself, inspire, encourage, tell yourself, because nobody else will do it sometimes. Tell yourself, remind you how you will tell yourself what you must do. Remind yourself daily until it takes, until it takes, until it takes. Santos. Look at this. 512. When did I write this? Note here. You must know where you're headed. If you don't have direction, seek God. Ask God to guide you. Ask for wisdom also. There you go. All right. So, did I pass the page? Did I pass the page? Did I? I think I did. Let me see. So the last that I wanted to say, the last part of the last piece of the puzzle is to focus on God. Focus on God and ask God to guide you on the best direction for your life, to give you strength and confidence. Strength and confidence. Strength, confidence, and wisdom, because that's what you need in order to win, in order to break through, in order to believe in yourself. All right. I know I was on episode number 395, but I got too distracted here. There's a really bad accident. Wow. Anyways, I shouldn't be looking at that. So we're just about done here. I want to thank those of you that were willing to hang out with me. You guys are gluttons for punishment, I guess. If you hang out with Santos, you got to be a glutton for punishment. Oh, yeah, here we go. I found it. So let me see. Humility, grace, humility. Oh, practice. So you got to practice something, right? Belong to a community, and then you got to practice something. That's what's going to get you through. That's what's going to help you hold your head up when you go through the storm, when you feel like you're in the ocean drowning, or you're like your feet are shaking, your foundation, the earth underneath you. Well, Santos, I've never experienced that. Well, believe me, you will. As long as you're still alive, you will. At some point in your life, you're going to feel like your world, a foundation underneath your feet, and then you got to catch yourself at that moment and say, wait a minute. I've been here before. I've gotten through. I've been here before. I've gotten through. I've been here before. Oh, my feet are shaking. My legs feel a little wobbly. Man, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make the rent. Man, I don't know if I'm going to be able to my paycheck. What am I going to do for work? I don't know. Where's the money going to come from? Pray, ask God, guide you, and stay the course, because it's going to get more difficult for those of us that are out here. For people that want what's right, want what's good, common sense, it's just going to become more challenging. People out there doing a lot of squirrely stuff, stabbing people in the back, lying and cheating, uh, labeling people, right? Calling people gossip. That's one of the worst things people can do is, God, yeah, yeah. They see you in your worst moment. Sometimes people will see you in your worst moment. Well, that's not your life. That's not your character. Well, you got drunk. Well, do you drink every day? No, I don't drink every day. I might drink maybe sometimes once in the holidays. Okay. So you got drunk and you made a fool of yourself. You didn't hurt anybody, but you made a fool of yourself, right? So somebody sees that and they take advantage of it. Ha ha ha. Look at this guy. He's a drunk. No, it happened one time. People are just so cruel. Well, I've never seen this. It's a four car towing, four cars that have been in an accident, and one truck is towing all of these vehicles. Oh, no. There's two. Don't mind me. I've had too much Red Bull. Anyhow. All right, who's with me? If is anybody, hey, by the way, listen, folks, I'm getting ready to get off the airwaves. Listen, if you can support this mission, if you feel supported, if you feel like there's something good here, if you feel like me, Coach Santos, and the S.O.S.M.C community has potential, if you believe, okay, you got to exercise faith here. If you if you believe that this community has potential to support you and others around the world for half an hour or 45 minutes a couple times a week, to possibly even maybe help you stay away from the big fat lie, or the BF and lie, could you donate $5? Could you do that? Could you support the mission? $5, tax deductible contribution, or you can like the community, or you can subscribe. Man, what a concept there, right? Santos, you mean I can subscribe to your of course you can, man. Of course you can. Give yourself permission to subscribe. You don't have to be scared. Now, you might be eating a few too many pieces of chicken, right? You eat too much chicken, you grow feathers. You become chicken. Nah, I'm just kidding. That's not about that. You just subscribe, right? Subscribe, turn your notifications to all, and then whenever I go live, whenever you want to communicate, you feel Sundays and Wednesdays during the week, I put out a video or two. I'm always trying to put the videos, they're 1, 2, 3 minute videos. That's it. Because I know some of you cannot be watching long videos. It's detrimental to your health if you watch a long video. So you watch 30 seconds or a minute of a video. Anyways, that's cheers. I've got a call to action here in just a minute. Anybody, how is you guys doing out there? Are you getting ready for the new year? Do you realize that we're almost at the new year already? 2025. Many changes, folks. All right, we're all going through many changes. Moment to moment, life changes. Hello, Santos. Good to be back, tuned in. I am actually up gambling over $13,000, but I know if I keep gambling, I will lose it all. Man, if I was up over $13,000, I would hightail it. I would hightail it out of there as fast as a stinky fart. Boop, gone. Actually, a stinky fart lingers around. Maybe you don't want to be like a stinky fart, because that lingers around for a little bit, right? You want to be like the silent, deadly ones. They're just quiet, right? And they don't even, there's no odor. It's just the appearance. Anyways, I would hightail it if I was you. So, and I wouldn't tell anybody. By the way, if you're up $13,000, remember to donate $5, right? Donate $5 to the support the mission. Somebody else out there might not be up $13,000 or $13. Period. Hey, let me see. $13. Half of $13 is $5. 7, something like that. Cheers. Anyways, I've got about 10 minutes left on 10 minutes left on this. Barry Robb. What's up, Barry? Richie Lee. Hi, Santos. Messed up again this morning. It's good to be here. Hear your voice. It gives me hope. Well, Richie, I'm glad that you're here because you just gave me some hope to be here for a little bit longer, man. I know I tell you, one of the worst things, and by the way, the program's almost over. We've talked about how to win. One of the worst things that you go through is letting go the loss. That is, it's almost, have you ever been, I mean, I went to the doctors, right? The VA, the Veterans Administration Hospital in Sacramento, and I went there, and it was all cool and everything, man. And it was, but I had a major problem. I had a major problem, and I'm not going to tell you where it's at because you're going to laugh at me. But anyhow, oh yeah, they brought me into the ER room and everything. Now we had been going to the emergency. We had been going to the hospital for several weeks now, waiting for the culmination. Okay, and it was time to give birth. It was time to that baby needed to come out, boy. And I thought everything was cool and everything. I don't even know why I'm sharing this, but I am. Oh, I guess surprises. Yeah. So, anyways, I'm laying there in my skivvies. Actually, I wasn't even in my skivvies. I was in my nativity uniform. You know what I mean? And and I felt a little wipe, the alcohol wipe, and I felt a little bit of this, and I thought, wow, this isn't so bad after all. And then it was like, ah, what the heck was that? Man, they stuck me with a needle like twice, right in the same area to numb. Oh man, you know what I'm talking about? I know you know what I'm talking about. I wasn't expecting that. I was not expecting that. When you know, okay, well they might get me with a needle or something, but when they don't tell you, and man, that literally not only did it hurt, it like it pissed me off because it's like, at least prepare me for the freaking thing. Don't just jab me and then you jab me twice right in the same area. It's like, oh man, I tensed up and I braced, and that was probably like giving birth to a baby. Anyways, I don't like surprises like that. And in life, if you're not careful, that's exactly what happens. You bring a surprise like that to your life, and it's not pleasant. It happens. Yes, it does. It happens all the time. But no, no, it's not pleasant. You know what I'm talking about. You've had situations like that too. All right. Let me see who else. Yes, good advice. Just donating Santos today here. You have been my steady rock. Well, hopefully our steady rock is Christ. And again, the journal, the Bible. I'm just a little flickering light out there. I admit I might be a little bit further ahead than some of you, maybe just a tad bit, a skosh maybe. So I can be a little flicker of a light. But what you don't realize is that you folks that are out there, listen, if I came on here and nobody showed up, I would just be doing a mirror talk. Basically, that's what I would be doing, a mirror talk. I would be actually doing a mirror talk. I would talk to myself. VT, video therapy. I've done that a lot. I'm used to doing it, but I'd rather share that with folks that could benefit because I benefit from you too. So I want you to know that. You might be, who knows, you might be $13,000 in debt. You might be $13,000 in debt. I sympathize with you. And if you're winning, like this, the title of this live tonight, how to win. If you're winning, hightail it. Get the heck out of there, man. Because leaving the loss, in fact, maybe I got too distracted. The loss is what I wanted to say. The loss is the hardest thing to, yeah, it is like the anesthesia. That's what, see that, oh, come on, Santos, man. Don't bust my chops. I got distracted. See, here I go again. So the loss, that's like, it's almost like, when trying to walk away here, let me see if I can help you understand what you're facing. It's almost like the loss is almost like another person. It's like another person, yet you're angry, you're really angry at this person, and you can't really defeat this person, but you're angry. And you keep trying though. It's like you keep trying, that loss. You're not willing to part, man. You're just not willing. You're not going to let this person take you out like that, you know? I mean, and that's the way I would fight right to the, you know what, man? If I don't, if, you know, and then I would think after I left the casino broke, I would think, you know, screw, the machines got the best of me. I used to think, you know what, if I can't walk out of here with any money at all, if I can't walk out of here, I'm just gonna leave completely. You know what? I don't want anything. I don't want nothing to do with this beatdown. I just want to walk out of here with my pockets empty, with the lint falling out of my pockets as I walk out the door. That's how I used to think, right? When I was there. And I would win. Sometimes I would win. Sometimes I would hit a jackpot. I remember I would hit a $2,000 jackpot. I'd blow 800 or more that night. Sometimes I would leave, man. I would hightail it. Oh man, I'm leaving with 1,200 bucks. And then come back 2 days later and, you know, I mean, what kind of shenanigan is that kind of crap? You know, you win a jackpot, $1,200, right? It takes you, mind you, it takes you 6 months to win a jackpot. You've already spent thousands of dollars to get a jackpot of $2,000. So you leave, right? You blow 800. Instead of leaving with the whole freaking jackpot, you spend 800. You leave with about 1,100 or maybe 9 or 700, only to come back 2 days later, if not the next day. You know the story, folks. I hate it. I hate it. It's a big fat lie. It's the worst thing. I mean, it's like a beatdown from the bully. The thing is, the bully doesn't exist, right? It's like the bully's in your mind. It's like inside. It's in there somewhere. Like I don't know, like some kind of like a worm or something, like an amoeba of some kind. Somehow it's drilled its way into an area of your mind, and it's fucking there, man. It's just, it's like rotting right there. And you know, it's like you got to eventually, either that thing is going to eat you, eat your money, or, you know, like I said, if you got money sources, money, then eventually it's still going to break you somewhere, because you, unless you're winning all the time in the casino's going to keep taking. There's no way, no way, no way, no way, no way. I mean, even I will admit that most gamblers won't lie about their law. They, oh no, come on now. I used to drop. There was times where I would go into a casino and I would drop $5,000 in 30 minutes. Sheer stupidity. You know, 5,000, and then I would look at that and I think, man, I just stepped into the high limit room. Why didn't I go? It doesn't matter, man. You play $50 for me. I never could win. If I was going to become a millionaire or some, which I thought I believed I was, I don't believe it anymore. Could I believe it again? 32 years, it didn't happen. What did I give up during those 32 years, though, on and off? What did I give? I don't like to talk about too much of that, because there's something called regret in really staring at the wall of shame, right? I'm not saying that I don't think about these things. I do think about them, and they hurt severely. Again, it's like getting stung without, it's like getting cut open without the warning. I'm gonna stick you with a needle in there. I'm gonna get you with 3 needles right in the same. You ever? I remember one time I had stitches right here on my face. You can see it. I remember I got into a fight with this kid, Eddie Luna. I don't know how it happened. I had a lot of violence in my younger days. Anyways, I somehow got pushed into a wooden desk, and it a portion of the wooden desk, it pierced my skin, and the blood was coming out. I remember the teacher grabbed a towel, he wrapped it around my face, and he took me in his car and he rushed me to the hospital. And I remember they stuck the knee. I remember as a kid, they put this white cardboard over my eye, and I could see them working. I had this thing covering my face, and I can see the little hands and my skin, and then I could feel that. I felt the needle. But I think when you're a kid, maybe when you're a little kid, maybe there's more fat or something there. I don't know. But I could feel the needles going right in there. I guess they still do that, right? Or maybe they don't numb you like that anymore. But the needles went right in, right here. I almost got my eye taken out. And Shit happens. But oh boy, now the teacher wrapped a towel. Where did he even get a towel from? I don't know where he got a towel from. A white towel. I still remember that white towel because I was bleeding pretty profusely. I was gushing blood pretty good. So I remember he grabbed me, he took me in his car, and he rushed me to the emergency room. It was a hospital nearby. Something was nearby because I remember getting underneath the lights, and then, yeah, they gave me the stitches and stuff like that. Interesting stories that we go through. By the way, thank you for the $5, man. Bam! Look at that. Donation for the support of the mission. Thank you. I appreciate that moment to moment. Man, hightail it. What's up, Jake? Gambling is like an actual scam. It's meant for you to lose more than you can win. Really sad to see it become a hobby for some people. It's crazy. In fact, yeah, every time I lose, it puts me in survival mode. Richie Lee says, who can I borrow from? What can I pawn? Trying to find a positive hobby to replace gambling. It's a horrible, it's a horrible, it's like you're, it's, I don't know, to me, it felt like you're digging your own grave, right? Little by little, man, you're digging your grave, man. And you can see that. You can see where your money's, it's haunting. It's haunting. And things, you can still be away from gambling for a long time, and things happen in life. You go through problems in life and triggers, and people can fall right back into the muck and the mire and go even worse. Get even worse. I've seen it happen. Anyhow, I'm done talking. I'm gambled out, man. But I will be back on Wednesday, Lord willing. If not, there'll be a video. I've never seen the numbers so high on a Sunday night, folks. I've never seen the numbers so high. Somebody's watching me on YouTube. So thank you. Remember to soldier scribe here. Support the mission. Listen, I'm the real deal. I'll tell you, I'm not here to, first of all, I'm not, if I was a scam, I probably wouldn't be a good scammer. That's for sure. Or maybe I could be a good scam. No, I don't want to talk. That's bad gambling there. That's bad juju, bad mojo, fojo, right? Anyways, I wonder where Jim was tonight. I didn't see him. I sent him a Skype. I hope he's doing good. He's been under the weather. And Raymond, I noticed Raymond hasn't been. Uh, Thank you for appreciate. I just gave you a heart, man. $5, folks. Subscribe, share. Dick Eaton. There you go. I'm on the toilet, right? Yeah, you might be sick from. Sometimes I used to get on the pooper scooper because I was so sick on Monday from gambling the night before. Yes, I thank you for those of you that do believe in me. You know what's really hard, folks? I'll tell you something that's very hard. When family doesn't believe in you, when you've proven yourself and your family doesn't, your family's not really there to support your wins. That's hard. That's really hard. You're by yourself. Yeah, family, they're funny. And friends, well, some friends, you have a few allies, you have one or two maybe allies that are really there, but family of all, you have to fight a bigger fight when you don't feel that family is really supporting you in any way. You're really mostly by yourself. That's why I believe in community and in having somebody in your life, and maybe it's through video, right? Maybe you can connect with somebody through video. It could be this community here through video or through a book, right? We have proud to have my new book, the new book, um, back on Amazon, and there's just so much, man. I've paid people to do work, to do work for me, to do manuscripts. People con you. They tell you that they do this and they don't make changes. And when you're not an editor, you don't know what to look for. You just wrote the book, and it's like the more you read the book, the more changes and stuff like that. It's like you just want somebody else to just fix your errors. You wrote it, fix your errors, make it right. The book's already written. Anyhow, I dedicate this book to all the problem gamblers out there, for them to have a tool, something that they can read. Um, I don't know. What is self-realization? Page number 20. What is this? Page number 20, 22, 21. Self-realization means steps taken toward knowing oneself. What is wrong with knowing oneself? The family should be compassionate when you take steps to know oneself. Why isn't the family supporting? Why don't they believe? Why don't they come along? Why don't they cheer you? Why aren't they your biggest fans? You know what I say to family sometimes, and pardon my French? Fuck them all. That's what I say. Fuck them all. I buried my dad last year. My mom's still here. She's a miracle woman. I have a brother. I have a distant brother and a distant sister. That's all I have in this world. And I have God, the Bible, and my belief, my imagination, right? And if you let people screw with you in that way, where it screws that stuff up, forget it. Forget about it. There goes my Connecticut accent. All right, we're almost done here. I got to turn the light on. Uh, I'm excited to be with all of you guys tonight. Exceptional numbers tonight. So somebody smoking the mask. All right, don't bust my chops. Anyways, we're getting ready to end here. Thank you. Thank you for those of you that hung out. Listen to this guy. I love the trolls. No, 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 Santos, come on now. You just said something that you shouldn't have said. Number one, okay? There's not too many things that you truly love. You enjoy trolls. There you go. That's more like it. You got to have trolls every once in a while, right? Why do I like trolls? Yeah, they're fun, especially if they're not bots. Now, if they're bots, then I despise them. But if it's a real human troll, I enjoy that. Because trolls need interaction. Trolls they need something. I don't know what they need, right? They need something. That's why they hang around. Their little antennas are up. Like, they got like antennas and stuff. Anyway, anyways, I don't know who else is watching. But you know what? Let me see. I'll give you. Nah, I think. Let me see. I think I'm gonna put this guy out. Put user in timeout. There you go. The user. All right, for now, because I'm coming down to the end of this program, and that's the last thing I need is a rat fink hanging around, right? Little rat fink hanging around, poisoning like leaving droppings and shit, right? Like, now, trolls are okay, but if they cross the line with me, is that a fox or what? Man, that's a huge cat. When they crossed, Obama said that. Remember President Obama? But he didn't stand by his word. I don't think he did. In some instances he did, but he said, yeah, that constitutes a red line. In my book, it constitutes a red line when the troll goes too far. So we're almost done here. I don't know who else is going to be. Don't let anything detour your mission. Thank you. I will not. Like with any addiction, finding what to do with yourself when you are bored is key. Yes, there you go, City by the Bay. And moment to moment. Thank you, Laura. Thanks for the hangout. Mark, thank you for the Jake. Whitehead. Who else? There was, let me see, Richie Lee, Barry Robb, like Usain Bolt. Well, you know what? I'm not drinking these every day, man. For a while there, I was drinking these like every day, you know, and for about 2 weeks, and then I slowed down. I said, nah, now I might have one, maybe one or two a month, maybe. I think maybe one or two a month. I think, yeah. Don't lie, Santos. Don't you, Santos. You better come on now. All right, maybe three, because I've been cutting down. You know, I mean, these are like $3 a pop, man. And just imagine that's like $12. Now you could buy a 4 pack, right, at Target or something, and that might be. Hmm. Can you buy the flavored ones? I think so. Anyhow, it is what it is. All right, folks. I'm getting ready to get off the airwaves. Thank you for the appreciate the hangout. Anybody else? By the way, I love the way this smells. It's the Kuruba elderflower. You got to say it like that. Kuruba. It's like from Cuba. No, it's not. It's not from Cuba. It's from Puerto Rico. No, it's not. From the United States. Kuruba elderflower. It almost sounds like it's from the like Latter Day Saints church, huh? Elderflower, elders, Latter Day Saints. Anyways, where I go there. Okay, folks, I got to get off the airwaves. Thank you for the hangout. I appreciate the hangout. Appreciate the hangout. And stay strong, my fellow brethren. Stay strong in the fight and in the power of his might. Do not lose sight, because it is not light. All right. Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That'll probably be StreamYard. Most likely will be StreamYard. 7:30. So that will be 396. That will be episode Your Solution Live, episode number 396. Is that correct? 396? Yeah. 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 396, folks. Until then, may the Lord guide you, and may the Lord keep you.